Otra vez tengo demasiado volumen. Creo que no hay problemas. Creo que ya lo logré. No sé si no puedo salirme, para nada. Lo único es que sí tengo hambre, pero no importa. Porque hoy no nos va a dar mayor problema. Estamos. Ahí he quedado, sí. Me olvidé los botones. A ver. Sí, creo que hoy está bien. Creo que no va a joder. Cruzando los dedos de los pies mientras juego. A ver. Para ver. Este es en el que le llevo como la... Ahí está. No se vale que la gente esté cocinando y yo no tenga comida. Bueno, tengo comida china ahí. Vamos a probar la suerte. Una vez. Echar para acá. Y devolvemos el juego rápidamente, esperando que no me pegue la cámara. No, parece que no se pegó la cámara. A ver, ¿qué tenemos aquí? Rough Landing. Surfer Monsters. Sí, cierto, tengo que buscar la espada. Se lo llevó el dragón en el hocico. So here need a new one. Ok, vamos por una nueva. Ok, eso es lo que vamos a hacer. Returning memories. Porque esos tienen un check y estos no.
Come on already.
Tienen paz.
Water's
Sí.
cold as hell. Come on, Witcher.
Está en el agua.
Looking all right, Geralt?
Sí, nada más estoy sacando cosas.
Trouble.
Come on already.
Trouble. Paciencia, no sé por dónde bajar primero que nada. ¿Cómo va?
Water's cold as hell. Come on, Witcher.
¿Cómo va?
Come on already.
No dejen de repetirme eso.
Any news from your secret informer?
The port's blocked. Some merchants have been held up for months.
What about roads through the forest?
¿Qué cosas?
Yorveth rules the forest.
¿Qué cosas? ¿Qué cosas?
How goes it, Witcher?
How goes it, Witcher? Ese es el man que habla gracioso. How goes it, Witcher? Sí, tengo un party de 3. Ok. No puedo... No.
Where are we?
In a forest?
Very funny. But who does it belong to?
Yorveth, maybe? I know more about the Pontar
Yorveth.
Valley than you think. For instance, I know that Foltest stole this land from Demavend a few years back. I believe you had a hand in that?
No puedo ir más rápido, ¿no? Sí, ¿no?
Hear that?
I smell an elf.
No. hace brillar. Ah, porque dice brillito. Vamos a darles chance para que vean esta parte. Se ve y se escucha. Ah, ok, perfecto. Sí, yo creo que hoy no tenemos inconvenientes. Creo que ya le llegamos al asunto. Seguiremos con la cámara atravesada. A mí no me gusta porque antes no recortaba tanto la imagen, pero lo tiré un poco para arriba y le puse esos bordes para que no se viera tan vacío. Mientras tanto.
That's
Vernon Roach, Special
Roach.
Forces Commander for the last 4 years, servant of the Temerian King, responsible for the pacification of the Mahakaman foothills, hunter of elves, murderer of women and children, twice decorated for valor on the field of battle.
Que no lo
Yorveth,
quiere.
a regular son of a whore.
I've long awaited our meeting, laid plans, set traps, and now you appear in my forest of your own volition.
You aided the man who slew my king.
King or beggar, what's the difference? One Dwan less.
One. Ah,
We need him alive. Know any useful spells?
Get his attention. I need to focus.
I'll try.
Climb down and we'll finish this. I await.
Ha! You're a man without honor, Vernon Roach. An insect I'll not duel, but one that I will crush.
Seems like you spout the same old elven drivel.
What do you mean, Witcher?
I've seen your kind before. Proud and shay, sneaking around
Shay.
forests. Helpless, yet masking that with acts of increasing cruelty.
I helped kill
El
Roach's
de esa época
king.
era
You call that
exagerado.
helpless? Or would you call me a terrorist? No one will grant us our freedom, Witcher. We must win it for ourselves.
You're just another old elf in a young elf's skin, using clever words to mask an obvious truth.
Obvious, you say?
This is not about race or freedom, or even vengeance. You're here because someone powerful told you to be. Someone who's using you. They may wear a crown, carry a magic wand, or even lead a guild.
Ah, no sé si te voy a
But be
decir
sure
que-
of this. It's not about your freedom, your rights,
Yo
or
me
your
escucho bajito.
ears. Nilfgaard plowed you once. Now someone new does. Am I wrong?
Así.
Those times are
Ahora no me
gone.
escucho tan bajito.
No one will ever use the Squire again.
Who are
Que
you
uso-
addressing?
que uso el loom.
Me? Yourself? Or the archers in those shrubs?
Triss, now.
Qué chapas, mae. No quiere ser más cantado.
These scars and one wood.
Los mae.
That ought to discourage them. Triss, are you all right?
Lovely.
Oh, está rota.
You should have charmed the archers. They're coming.
No hay nada mejor que matar arqueros.
Geralt, the spell's still working. Stay close.
What's happening?
Triss is spent, so no more butterflies. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Back to the boat?
There's even more of them that way. We must fight our way toward Flotsam.
¿De dónde salió?
Get your hands off my ass.
Who did you think it was?
I'm not a sack of flour or one of your commandos. I'm a woman.
I noticed.
Sí, tengo que estar dentro del circulito para que no me llenen de flechas.
At least I'll die holding a lovely ass.
Not mine. I'll hold the spell.
Come on, let's go.
Stop shaking.
Are you alright?
Yes. Fine.
Bitches.
What's happening? All I see are your boots.
Where the hell is that trading post?
Tienes que coger eso.
I'm starting to think we'll make it.
Suave, suave,
Wait.
suave.
The barrier's waning. Triss,
Be quick!
Give me a bit more magic. Just a little. Geralt, kill them now!
Que no puedo saquearlos, aquí tengo que huir nada más. ¿Me está tirando cosas? Arriba. ¿Para dónde vamos? ¿Por qué se vuelve y no se vuelva? Caminen. Caminen, muchachos, caminen.
Squired solid sacking! Alarm! Squirrels! There's a mage among
Maldicen
them!
squirrels.
Ready yourselves!
No están los arbolitos. Oh no, no podemos usar flechas desde aquí. Qué raro, los elfos con arcos y flechas. Lindos zapatos.
You know each other?
Rather well, but he has amnesia. I actually took the Witcher by surprise when I killed Foltest.
Sí, eso fue una pelada.
Fear not, Elf. I know Geralt. I know his weakness.
Sí, el problema
Too
es
many
que Geralt no
spells
se
at
acuerda de
once.
nadie.
You can die from that.
See that?
Yeah, the Kingslayer and Yorvith.
Your vet.
You all in one piece? Who are you?
I'm a witcher.
Emiavar Emrys, spice merchant.
A trader?
In spices.
Spices.
Uh-huh. And the woman?
Uh-huh.
My good man, we barely escaped death. Be so kind as to tell us where we might get some rest. We'll explain everything later.
Very well. Head for the market square. You might be in time for the execution. Some ne'er-do-wells are going to hang. A dwarf and some bard. There's also an inn and a brothel.
Bye.
Oh yeah, the brothel sounds especially interesting. Take care now.
Go away.
Spice merchant. Not likely.
Did you see that?
Squirrels at our very walls.
Yorveth led them. I
Pero
saw
esa
them with
palabra
my own
medio.
eyes.
Who are these
Que
blokes?
parecía que me iba a decir
They're the
algo.
ones the elves
Subí de
were
nivel.
chasing.
Excelente, subí de nivel. A ver, ¿qué nos ponemos? Creo que todavía no puedo... Ah, bueno, ¿yo puedo abrir? No, todos estos están cerrados. Voy a tener que cumplir con estos primero. Así que vamos a cumplir con estos primero. Me gusta cómo se anima eso. No quiero tirar dagas, no me interesan. ¿Sí? Y sí. Ok, ya no me quedan, estoy en nivel 6. Y puedo salvar. Esta vez no se me va a olvidar salvar.
Shut it yourself.
Here we
Guzzling
go.
ale and lollygagging, that's all Laredo's good at.
¿Puedo hablar con absolutamente todo el mundo?
We've
Bueno,
all
no me dicen
heard
nada,
of the
estoy dicen
Witcher in
yeah.
Vizima. Blood flows wherever the Witcher goes.
¿Cómo saben? ¿Por qué está hablando de mí? ¿Está hablando de mí? ¿No hay ningún problema? ¿Ah? Usted, nada. Ustedes tienen un barco.
Catcher.
Cacho. ¿Ustedes me van a dejar pasar?
How are you?
No.
Welcome, welcome.
No me puedo caer al agua. Muy importante. Dice...
Oh no, I'm not
Oh,
talking to
no.
a freak.
Wait a minute.
Be off, or I'll call the guards.
¿Por qué esta gente está mugrosa? ¿Dónde van a ahorcar a alguien? ¿A dónde es?
I think the stew's
Cerdos,
ready.
A bunch of non-humans.
puercos, marranos y cochinos.
Look, want to stir it.
Esa gente desapareció frente a mis ojos. Ok, cierro por la puerta. ¿Y usted póngase pantalones? Yo creo que sabemos quién es, ¿no?
Zoltan. Dandelion.
Ajá.
My fool.
Just great.
What's the plan?
We improvise.
No killing.
Ah, boo.
We'll take care of this, Triss.
Geralt! Geralt! Over here! Help!
Sí, este man siempre está en problemas.
Dog catcher.
Me dicen Dog Catcher.
Step back, White One.
What are they going to hang for? They don't look dangerous.
The charge is
No vi que hubiera un
collusion
timer,
with the
pero malos que eso.
Scoia'tael.
Dandelion, an elven spy?
The bard's hanging for debauchery.
What?
The sentence was he's to hang for debauchery.
And a sentence is nothing to scoff at!
Are you serious? Listen here, people. Is profligacy now a punishable offense in the free kingdom of Temeria? Or are we in Nilfgaard?
And piss off, freak! Or you'll have me to deal with. Think of the common
Freaking
folk,
hell.
you're spoiling their fun.
Well, a freak he may be, but he speaks true. Debauchery's one of my favourite pastimes, but I don't want a noose placed around my neck for pursuing it.
The soldier boys paid us a visit or two, though we didn't have much fun.
Away with you, Margot! Go back to your brothel.
Time to go? Fine. But hear this, people. He sure liked to parade about, but his Willie wouldn't come to attention. Ha!
Stop the execution.
Shut your trap. The singer's to hang and he will hang. This is a decent town. Whores and witches notwithstanding.
Watch your words, guardsman! I don't know witches, but Margot's a decent woman!
Shut it, all of you! Or I'll not vouch for what I'll do.
Thinks he's tough, showing off his balls. Don't fret, people. I've seen the rot on them.
I'm warning you for the last time, Margot!
You wouldn't hit a lady.
You're no lady! Look here,
Ah, bueno, voy a tener que pelearme con mi guardita. Ay, se me enredan los botones porque son los botones de Xbox. Okay.
They'll hang anyway! Look here out! Assaulted another! Come on, no! Got room for one more deviant!
Preferiría que esto me dejaran hacerlo yo así como pelear de verdad, no apretar botones. Eso es medio raro. Ok, ya mataron a una. ¡Wow! Por lo menos están como en lugar donde van los botones, entonces no me confundo fácil. Chao. Ya me pueden salvar a la pobre elfa esa. Me pareció que era la que me iba a dar.
What the hell is going on here? I said, what the arse fuck is going on?
Bloom es lo que hay para todos.
I'd like to report. Out of my sight, Clover. A few ploughing bandits and you can't even hang them. And you, stay calm. Hands off your sword. Our scaffold embraces speeches and hangings. Which will it be?
Your people started it. Short fuses, some of them.
What do I care? They started, but you finished.
I had to defend my friends. Will you release them?
Terrible choice of friends, Witcher. I'd rather give you a thief. Relax. I'm joking. I hate thieves. We can put on another show. Bloody and serious this time.
Esos son mis amigos.
Or we can come to an understanding.
Meaning?
Give me a minute, Witcher. Listen here. You may have heard rumors of the tragic events that transpired during the siege of Lavalette Castle.
Okay.
Sadly, they are true. King Foltest is dead. It's likely that Scoia'tael had a hand in this heinous murder. So you see, none of you can feel safe. That is why today, wagons with armaments will roll out into Flotsam streets. I hereby declare a state of emergency. Await orders. Prepare to fight. And ready yourselves to avenge your fallen king. Now disperse. Go to your homes.
What about then?
They'll not hang for now. Let's say I'm reconsidering their
No, pues,
cases.
que haga algo.
The scaffold's no place for civil conversation. We'll talk at my home. Your friends are free for the time being, but they're not to leave town. Come after dusk. I'll be busy till then. There's one more thing. Welcome to Flotsam, Witcher.
Welcome to Flotsam. Okay, llegamos a
They were
Flotsam.
really going to hang us.
¿Sí?
I don't know.
Bronquero.
I didn't mean to torch that watchtower.
Everything's all right, Dandelion. Let's get out of here.
Lion.
We
Qué
owe
bien.
you, Geralt.
Ese madre era todo buena
Thank
nota,
you.
el anillo.
Time to hit the tavern. Come on, Dandelion, you need a stiff drink. And while we're at it, I'll tell you an edifying tale of local hypocrisy that conceals lechery beneath a veneer of courtesy. Except nothing can hide the stench.
Soltan. Pero no se vayan, yo quiero hablarles, les acabo de salvar la vida y ya se van. Ah. Esta gente tiene algo para robarles. Yo no puedo ver un cadáver. Voy a robarle. Un perrito. ¡Perrito! Tenemos una propuesta indecente, dice ahí. Qué árboles más grandes en medio de la ciudad. Es inusual.
A notice board. Might find something interesting here.
Esta es la misma que ayudó.
Hey,
¿Cómo se llama? Serborka. Serborka. Estos más entraron aquí. Vamos a entrar a la taberna. ¡Ah! Cámara loca. Yorat.
Welcome.
Interesante vestimenta.
Welcome.
Just don't start any
Mila.
brawls. Peace and quiet. Get
Tienes que
it?
tener pelo verde.
I've got my eye on you.
Let's trade. Este tiene armas, tiene armamento. Un montón de guantes. Tengo guantes. Tenemos un libro de los dragones. Esto solo. Ah, no, esto sí se usa para algo. Ok. Ah, pero usted tiene ropa que me sirva. A ver. No, solo los guantes que le vendí, no tiene armas. No me interesa. Todos aquí.
Damn, that was close. Innkeep! Vodka!
Tris Merigold.
Tris Merigold.
Lice eat me, but you are a treat to behold. Just a little pale.
Magic takes its toll, but I'll be all right. Good to see you and your beard
Era
again.
súper horrible.
Somebody
pero
tell me what
súper
happened.
horrible.
You set off a month ago for Zoltan's wedding.
That got fucked. There will be no wedding.
Did you hear about Foltest?
Rumors travel faster than the wind.
Winds and rumors.
No, no se puede acariciar el pelo.
I want to know the truth.
I want to know how Foltest died. And the dragon, was there really one there? And who rules Temeria now?
Dandelion, calm down. You'll choke on your liquor. Triss, you're the expert on Temeria. Tell us who's in charge now.
It's chaotic and getting worse.
Cierto, porque Triss
The
lo
old
mandaron a
families are
Temeria.
fighting for supremacy, no holds barred.
Baron Kimbalt and Count Marivelle, I bet.
Among others. After the assassination, while Geralt was in the dungeon, the lords convened in a field near Lavalette Castle to choose a new ruler. 3 days they debated, and it looked more like a bazaar than a meeting of nobles. Except the trade was in court and ministry positions, spheres of influence, royal privileges.
Humans.
In spite of several duels and 2 poisonings,
está viendo
no
bien,
king
no
was
se está quedando
chosen.
pegado ni
Civil
nada.
war was in the air.
Where were the mages?
Aye. Where were the grey eminences of this world when they were truly needed?
They weren't invited, and neither was I. But if not for their intervention, or rather that of a few influential sorceresses, Baron Kimbolt would have taken the throne.
I was invited to sing at his court once. Afterwards, he refused to pay me, and the food was awful. No way I'll stay in Temeria if he's crowned.
Did they ultimately resolve anything?
No. It ended as usual. Sadly, John Natalis remains our only hope.
Ah, the victor at Brenna, and Foltest's most tried and true field commander.
And during the deliberations, he was several days' march from Lavalette lands, with
Se
an
ha
additional
pegado. Así porque
2,000
lo tengo en
armed men in
1080
tow.
hoy.
He's to keep the peace until a rightful monarch is chosen.
He could find that ruling is to his liking.
Natalis is a soldier at heart. He's not suited to rule, and I don't believe he even wants to.
He's got the army behind him.
Which is why he can guarantee peace. Why, a tenuous one, sure, but that's always better than civil war. Besides which, he's deeply in debt to a dwarven bank in which Philippa Eilhart, as sorceress, holds significant stake.
Un montón de nombres.
I think I've heard enough about politics. The
Dragón.
dragon. Well,
Dragón se llevó mi
dragon
espada.
appeared,
Es lo que más me
that's all I
preocupa.
know.
But where did the Lavalettes get a dragon? We heard it fought on their side, huge as a barn, they say.
Dragons don't usually take sides. Maybe its lair was nearby and it just felt threatened.
If you hadn't driven it off, Foltest might not have taken the castle.
Maybe. We'll never know for sure. No wedding, Zoltan.
The Breckenrigs broke off the engagement because some limp prick put it about that I joined the uprising in Vizima. My would-be Poplar refused to let a rebel firebrand join the family. Innkeep, where's our drink?
It was like this. We got to Mahakam a week after the Grand Master died. Bought Zoltan an absolutely grand doublet, a pair of Garibaldi Krakows, and as a gift for Eudora, a jadestone as big as my fist.
We were broke as a joke by the time Dandelion threw me a bachelor party at an establishment
No sé si
called
sabe quién es Dandelion,
Tight Lane.
¿verdad?
Next day, we went over to the Breckenrigs. They welcomed us in, sat us down, and proceeded to discuss the superiority of Mahakaman mining know-how over any other. And that went on until dinner. Just when I thought I'd learned more than I ever wanted to know about mining, they served the soup.
You could have held a pin drop. Old Breckenrig rose and he says, "A real dwarf works a mine, not chases fame on the battlefield."
You'll never believe this, Geralt, but they served duck blood soup. It was as black as tar. They must have dropped lumps of coal into the pot.
"Eat," Breckenrig says, then proceeded to slurp 2 full bowls of the shite. Oh,
Qué asco,
God.
man.
Hope his mind caves in on his head.
Since when have you worked for Roach?
Hey, nobody said a word when you went out to save Temeria from the Grand Master and his mutants.
Relax, Dandelion. I was just asking. Do what you want. You're an adult, kind of.
Kind of.
That wasn't very supportive.
Laugh away.
Es verdad.
At least I decided to do something constructive.
You used to spy for Redania. Now you're spying for Temeria. Some might call you a traitor.
Ever tried to live off of poetry alone? The truth is, I'm a citizen of the world. As long as I don't serve Emperor Emir, I'm not doing any harm.
Hoy no va a cantar.
Even me, Geralt. He'll play the spy a bit, get bored and drop it. You know how he is.
Laredo said you're working with the Scoia'tael, Zoltan.
I have done many things in my life, Geralt, but I have never stooped to banditry.
Máximo que
The
le que pone
Scoia'tael
120,
don't
que
consider
raro.
themselves bandits.
But I am no Scoia'tael.
Foltest's killer lay in wait in the tower, where the Lavalettes had hidden the royal bastards. He was well informed.
Wait a minute. What were you doing there?
I was protecting the king. After the first attempt, Foltest began treating me as his
Lo que
lucky
pasa es que este es un
charm.
juego que es bonito,
He ordered
pero
me to
tampoco
be at
está
his
lleno
side
de
during the
super
battle.
detalle.
The dragon separated us from the rest of the army.
Suficientemente
The killer
viejo
disguised
para que
himself
no
as a
sea
monk,
necesaria más
a
resolución.
blind one at that. He let Foltest greet his children, waited until I had walked off, then cut the king's throat from ear to ear.
Ustedes estaban en el
Did he
mismo
flee?
cuarto, man.
Jumped out a window into the
Para mí eso fue una pelada. que-
You're with Skoyatel were waiting in a boat. It was planned.
And you're chasing him because he murdered the king?
I was accused of the murder. I need to clear my name. Besides, I looked him in the eye before he
Esa
escaped.
ropa de guerra me
He's
molesta.
a witcher. Then some
Demasiado
brave
color.
Temerian soldiers showed up, piled on me, and knocked me out.
¿Y ahora qué?
Save yourselves, good folk! The beast attacks!
El beast.
We better get out there. Someone's casting spells.
Ok. ¡Ah, el Kraken! Se queda viendo, más tenés que correr como el otro.
What sort of sorceress are you? A lot of good you did. Can't you hear me? Why didn't you help him?
He's alive, isn't he?
The beast nearly pulled him in the water while you stood staring like a calf at a shit-covered
pueblo.
clover.
Watch your words.
Where's this beast?
Ask her.
Geralt.
Ah, I guess we knew each other.
Oh, look here. Birds of a feather.
Let's say I've heard of you.
Master Witcher, this is foolish. The beast near pulled Sozek into the depths, and you're simply chatting with this damsel.
Sozek's alive, and nowhere near the depths. The monster's vanished without a trace.
You best take her seriously, lest you vanish without a trace.
Cállese, borracho.
I'm tired of your whining. Get out of here.
I'm to go. Not likely.
I'm to go.
You get your ass out of Flotsam, wanderer.
Ok. Ah, de ahí. Voy a tener que golpear un poco de peso. Tome, tome. Insisto, me gustaría más poder pegarles yo directamente, no tener que apretar botones así. Pero bueno.
I apologize for interrupting, but I am Louis Merce, and I am
Louis
chief
Merce.
person in charge of all matters related to monster hunting in Flotsam. It is
Okay.
in this capacity that I must inquire if you're willing to attempt to resolve the problem of our so-called Karen, the beast that
Karen.
now blocks all trade traffic on the river.
So, Witcher, are we willing?
I usually work alone.
I was here first, and I'll not relinquish this contract. My way or the
la cara-
highway,
la cara que-
as the locals put it.
Fine.
Qué buena.
Your way it is.
You must contact the merchants on the waterfront as regards any rewards.
Okay.
Madame de Tanseville has, I believe,
Sí,
already
that's
conducted
cute.
some preliminary negotiations.
That I have.
In that case, don't let me keep you.
Jaskier aparece desde el primero, de hecho. Bueno, tan de la
Triss,
así como le
how
llaman
long
los
must I
libros.
wait for you to introduce us?
Sheila de Tanserville,
Sheila.
advisor to Queen Zulika of Kovir.
Kovir's a long way north.
True. I had my doubts if the Kayran was worth the journey, but those were dispelled with what it showed today.
Here to hunt down some ingredients.
Triss Merigold, sharp as ever.
You're thinking that
Troll eyes, ghoul venom, virgin's blood, all those disgusting marvels we take from dying species, to throw into the cauldron at Sabbaths. Right, Triss?
Absolutely. Virgins are a dying breed.
Oh my. Your sense of humor seems to be
Es que ellas
intact
no se
too.
quieren mucho.
But enough of these pleasantries. Tell me, Geralt, you saw the tentacle. What do you make of it all?
the beast must be huge. Maybe inhabited one of the Pontar's tributaries before, hunting animals. Then it grew for some reason, and hunger drove it to seek fresh pastures.
And on the Pontar it found trade barges burgeoning with obese, slow-moving merchants. You're partly correct. Cedric claims the Kayran emerged from the northern swamps approximately 1 month past.
Cedric?
An elf. Formerly a Skoyatel. Strange bird. But he knows quite a bit about the area and its living wonders.
I need to look around, find out a few things.
An investigation, witches' rituals, extracting secrets and such.
More or less. I'll talk to the merchants about the reward, pay Cedric a visit, and get back to you.
You'll find me at the inn. I've rented lodgings there, on the upper floor.
You know the inn is also a whorehouse.
Thanks for the warning.
Me gustaría ver si lo puedo eliminar de alguna manera, pero creo que en las opciones no sale.
Go ask the mason to take you as his apprentice. You'll learn it.
Ustedes no son.
Say something. Or did you just fart?
¿Qué es eso? Porque hay algo aquí azul. A ver. ¿Es usted?
Ever seen the river monster, the Karen?
I have, but I'm not the talkative kind.
Es que se mete en una faja que no le sostiene nada.
Are you the kind that scares easily? You don't know a thing.
Leave me alone, will you?
Ah, no lo puedo intimidar.
Ever seen the river monster?
Pero tal vez le pueda usar este otro.
Speak up.
The monster's as big as a barn.
Yeah.
Giant tentacles. Snatches men from the boat decks and cattle off the shore. It's slimy like a snail, but fast as a thirsty vampire.
Me dijo nada. No, aquí puedo entrar. Puedo sacar. Aquí no hay bloom porque está oscuro, qué lindo. Puedo ir arriba. Bueno, sí, hay un poquito de bloom por la ventana. Aquí hay cosas. Sé que hay cosas para recoger. Había algo ahí en el mapita. Epe. Nada. Pero puedo ver la vista llena de bloom. Es que no se distingue nada porque los maes abusaban con el exceso de luz. Era un exceso. Vine a nada. Perdón. Veamos. Ah, sí, pero este juego se controla como 10 veces mejor que el original. Ese juego era un castigo. Total, supongo que era solo el mapa. Nada, no les voy a hacer nada. Estaba atravesando botones. Asumo que es por aquí. ¿Sí? No sé, parece que no necesito las luces por pura vara. Ok, no es por ahí, es por abajo. Es por aquí. Tal vez pueda dar la vuelta y llegar al mismo lugar. Flotsam.
No, thank you, not a good boy. Greetings. They're rabble.
People! The mutant's pursuing me!
No, le voy a cortar la cabeza.
What do you want?
Heard you have a problem.
Ah, if only we had just one. Highways washed out, forests full of bandits, a river beast blocks the port, and tolls at a rise.
Oh.
Can't help with the tolls, but the monster's a possibility.
A sorceress said the same, but we've yet to see any results.
She's asked me to work with her.
And who's to pay your wage?
That's what I'm here to discuss.
The sorceress was to manage alone. You can split that reward if you wish.
Well, we're managing it together now, so as I see it, you should double the reward.
You jest!
You'll double what you offered Lady de Tanzerville, because that's what the contract's worth.
A ver.
So be it. I assume you to be professionals and worth every last copper paid to you.
It's a deal. Now tell me what you know about the beast.
Deme el dinero de una vez sin hacer nada.
Damn it! I've no knowledge of these things.
Who could tell me more?
That ploughing elf, Cedric, most probably. He's supposed to know all about monsters.
Where can I find him?
In the village, outside the walls. Now leave me be.
Clavados en la frente. Este es el racista ese, mugroso. ¿Puedo hablar más con usted? Tengo más que darme. No, dinero. Este es el mugroso. Oh, pero puedo saquear esto. Seré un mutante, pero soy un ladrón sofisticado.
What, damn it?
¡Ah, no! No, llegué a la parte que odio de este tipo de juegos. Cuando me lleno el inventario. Tengo que desechar cosas. A ver. Es que todo esto lo puedo ocupar. ¿Por qué tanto agarré? Redstone. ¿Puedo quitarme cuánto peso es? Es que ya llegué al tope.
What do you want me to do? Shit a sheep?
We should send for Laredo.
Es un abuso, no se entiende ni la pared por el brillo ese. ¿A dónde es que tengo que ir? Mapa. Ahora aquí está. Tenía que ir donde se mapa, pero tengo que ir de noche, ¿es? Yo creo que yo puedo hacer un time skip aquí.
I think the stew's ready.
Quiet woman. Artist at work.
You might want to stir it.
I don't stir. I work the material.
Pero, pues. Ajá. Okay. Así es como se usan los ítems en este juego. Es muy extraño. Se usan antes de que pase nada. ¿Y ahora qué? ¿Cómo adelanto el tiempo? Llegamos al atardecer, ahora falta que se haga de noche para ir a hablar con ese man. Tiene como
Pinch my ass and don't even leave a tip.
una olla en la cabeza. ¿Y qué hay aquí? Hace el perro dando vueltas en el piso. Aquí hay algo.
Oh, at your service.
At your service.
Those outsiders are a plague. When will they
¿Qué hacen ahí? Hola. El brujero. Alan está jugando el 3. Alan está jugando el 3. Sí, pero no va a jugar el 2. Sí, él me dijo que estaba jugando el 3. Carrie, usted no se pone sangrienta, ¿no? Qué miedo, ya me voy. ¿Puedo robarme algo de su casa? No. Que estaba dormido. Esto es un cerdo muerto. O está dormido. No sé. ¿Y este maje qué? ¿Qué está haciendo aquí? Aquí hay algo. No. Quítate, niño. Los niños no me dejan pasar. Sáquense. Entonces, como lugar que puedo subir. Yo me iba a dormir, la verdad es que estaba decidiendo si jugaba hoy o jugaba mañana. Entonces me metí a probar si estaba sirviendo la vara y si sirvió. Entonces sí, seguí jugando. Sí, che, me subía nada. Ahora lo que hay es hambre. Yo tengo un poquillo de cantonés. Tal vez más tarde me coma.
The night sky for stars reflected in a pond.
Pero es que no me voy a esperar a medianoche. ¿Es aquí? No, aquí es. ¿Dónde es? No, eso es para salir. ¿Esto qué es? Aquí hay un... algo. ¿Qué es un herrero? No sé qué es aquí.
Why two swords? Does he lose them
Es este mapa, es un enano.
Hey, boss. Look who's graced our smithy.
¿Te está yendo bien,
That titan of the art of smithing can't hear us. Busy. And how are you, Witcher? Things working out for you?
Su voz me lastima.
Bah, it's no workshop, just a simple forge. But thanks for the compliment, both in my name and the master's. So, how can we help you, eh?
Craft me an item. ¿Qué es un clover? Trampas. Ah, me faltan piezas. Ah, esto es un arma. Sí. ¿Usted qué? Oh, es raro, lo teletransporté. ¿Qué más tiene? Let's trade. A ver si tiene lo que ocupo para poder fabricarlo. No. Jugaba dos de esas, ¿cierto? Ya las compré. No está mi plata, no sé cuánto tengo. Me quedan dos. Oh. Ok.
Hello, Geralt.
Tengo mi espada para matar bestias. Bien. Ah, ya tengo dos espadas otra vez. ¿Hora de salvar? Sí, se oye bien, ok. Yo siempre le pregunto a todo el mundo, es así como, hey, se ve bien, se oye bien. Pero no quiero que me salga después que no sirve. Ay, sí es cierto, el peso. Ah, voy a venderle cosas a este man de una vez. ¿Usted le vende cosas? Sí, cómpreme.
So, how can we help you?
Let's trade. ¿Para qué son los dados? Voy a venderle las armas basura. Un montón de armas basura ahí. No, ando cargado de espadas por pura vara. Es mejor esta espada que la que tenía. Se va a mi... ¿Esta? ¿Cómo es? De 8 a 11. Este es de 10 a 13. Sí, chao. Chao y chao. Ya puedo moverme bien.
My prices.
Inventario. Uy, no me puedo hacer ropa diferente, que no me tape la cabeza y parezca un duende.
I don't give a shit about your guild. I'll not join that racket nor change my prices.
Entonces, bueno, voy a interrumpir.
So, how can we help?
No. Pero eso que ese más puede hacerme son...
So, how can we help you?
Son trampas. A ver si tiene aquí algo. No, de este lado. No tiene. Tienes que seguir vestido así como un duendecillo. La puerta. ¿Qué están hablando de mí?
No.
Se mantienen muchos oscuros.
Greetings. A word, if you will. You see, We've created an alchemical substance and we wish to test it in Vizima,
Me la vas a
in a
regalar.
laboratory.
Seeing as you're a witcher, we wondered if you'd be willing to test it in practice.
In a year or two,
¿Qué hace?
given the occasion, you could visit us in Vizima. We'd examine you and reward you generously.
We need to study its long-term effects. We can't say more.
Are you in?
Entonces, eso es un experimento, pero...
Why not?
Why not?
Splendid!
Ya venga el líquido.
Excellent! Now, if you could also keep a journal of the experiment.
Don't overdo it.
Eso que sale en Witcher 3. Ese más es demasiado enano. Más enano que los otros enanos. Que tiene unas manotas. Sí, estoy hablando de usted. Es demasiado llamativo.
That doesn't make any sense.
Es más, se enojado. ¿Quién vende ropa? Aquí hay un montón de mercantes.
Greetings. Mind if I take a look at what you have in stock?
Sir?
The reader won't.
What's that supposed to mean, damn it? Is he organizing some international trade fair? I'm a subject of King Demavend, and I tell you...
Demavend's dead.
Ah.
Now, if you don't mind, can we get down to business?
No, pero usted no tiene cosas que ocupo ahorita. Yo quiero comprar ropa. Usted vende, perrito. Pero no puedo hacerles. Van a dejarlos colgando ahí hasta que se descompongan, mae. Es demasiado. ¿Quién vende ropa? Algo verde. ¿Es aquí? Ah, de recoger esto. Ah, no, es alguien aquí.
Welcome to my modest shop.
Alquimista.
What do you deal in?
All kinds of incense mainly. For
yo tengo una
meditation,
planta de incienso ahí en el
rejuvenation,
patio,
cooking,
la
making medicine, rituals, whatever you
Huele
require.
demasiado fuerte. Ah, bueno, sí, son como... Sí, para hacer pociones y esas varas. Bueno, ahorita no quiero comprarle nada. Chao. Yo solo estoy buscando a alguien que me haga ropa. ¿Qué es eso? Esta es la taberna. Bueno, ya se hizo de noche. Me tengo que ir a meditar y que se haga de noche. Eso es lo que no tengo muy claro. Este es el distrito no humano. Ah, ¿qué es eso? Voy a entrar a las casas de todos y les voy a saquear los cofres. Me salí ya, se queda así. Vamos a meter otra vez. Una cosa, yo creo que tengo el monitor sin... Eso no sé qué hace. Pero bueno. Ah, sí, eso es lo que hace. Y ahí. Ok, vamos a ver. ¿Dónde está el lugar que yo también? Ah, quiere pelear. No me sigan. Esos niños me están siguiendo. Esos niños terror me están siguiendo. Lo peor es que no les puedo hablar. Nada más me siguen.
I tell him, I'm taking your pouch. Or
Bueno, voy a ir aquí. Esta es la casa de este man.
Let's go kill some
The reader wanted to see me.
monsters.
Commandant's busy. Come back after dusk.
Es que no sé si el tiempo se mueve. O sea, si es tiempo real o qué. Porque. Puedo meditar donde sea, porque lo hice donde el fuego, porque en el otro juego era en el fuego, pero yo no sé si aquí puedo hacerlo donde me dé la gana. Ajá, parece que sí. Voy a ir a medianoche, será, porque
What's he trying to sniff out?
no puedo avanzarlo yo de a poquitos. Night.
That prick Laredo turned his nose at me.
Okay, bueno, ahí. Vamos de noche.
What's he trying to sniff out?
Que hasta la noche tiene Bloom.
Sometimes you just gotta grit your teeth and bite back
Estás ya
later.
estás mirando a Mass Effect. Ey. No. Esta es la casa de este man aquí arriba. Ya es de noche.
What?
The Commandant wanted to see me.
Leave your weapon here.
Guard it with care. It's very valuable.
Wait, Wolf. I need to talk to the Commandant too.
You going inside or not?
Listen, friend. I'm an officer and you're a runt. And when I say jump, you will not only...
Come on, Roach.
Roach tiene problemas de actitud.
With these cunts, Laredo couldn't protect the port from a drunk lumberjack, let alone Yorveth.
He's succeeded so far, Roach.
The port is rotting. A ballista. The bastard's got a ballista. You know the power of this weapon. Its arms strengthened with bronze plates and strung with horsehair. It can propel heavy bolts up to a mile away.
Yeah, an experienced crew can release 2 bolts each minute, but it can't hit the same spot twice because it recoils and shifts. I've heard that somewhere before.
Where did you learn about ballistae?
I knew someone who knew a bit about them.
Unimportant. We need to damage it if we don't want to be at Laredo's mercy. They're all drunk here now. I'll provoke the guard.
Relax, Roach. I don't want to fight this rabble again.
As long as that weapon's operational, no one will sail this section of the Pontar without Laredo's express permission.
I'll handle this. Go have a drink.
Relájate más, no va a ser intenso. ¿Dónde está arriba?
Nothing better than a fireside feast.
Cheers.
Except a fireside feast with copious amounts of liquor.
Add plough into the mix and it doesn't get any better.
Luckily, the Commandant's provided it all.
True. Come here, lass. Your uncle's got a story for you.
So long as he can afford to tell it. I'll not lend an ear for less than 10 orans.
Ah, bueno, aquí tengo que hablar con ese mano. Ah, no. Aquí hay un músico. Usted.
I don't like strangers. Nothing better than a fireside feast.
Except a fireside feast with copious amounts of liquor.
I don't like freaks.
And I don't like oafish no-necks.
What do you want, mutants?
To try my luck. Arm wrestle.
Oh.
I'm gonna crush you, mutants.
Ah, me vas a apretar un
Save the
botón muy
boasting
rápido.
till later. Let's do this.
Luckily, the Commandant's provided it all.
True. Come here, lass. Your uncle's got a story for you.
So long as
Ay,
you
no
can
es para otro
afford
lado.
to tell it. I'll not lend an ear for less than 10
Ah,
orans.
es un sistema extraño. ¿Qué sistema más extraño? Pensé que me iban a hacer esforzarme más por eso.
Mutants like you.
I know,
Ah.
I know.
Madre, qué raro que uno le esté diciendo a absolutamente todo el mundo que lo odia. Debe ser un poco incómodo. A ver, ¿dónde está? ¿Yo vendí mis bombas o que me las gasté o qué? Porque parece que no tengo.
You've had your song. Care
eso
for
no era
some
audiótico,
real
bueno, ahí vamos.
diversion?
Tend to the ballista, Geralt.
Supongo que está arriba. Ah, no, es aquella que está allá. Llega más como escondidillo. ¿Qué está haciendo aquí?
No passage.
Calma, viejo.
Except a fireside feast with copious amounts of liquor.
Add plough into the mix and it doesn't get any better.
Luckily,
Don't you traipse around here.
True. Come here, lass.
Don't you traipse around here.
So long as he can afford to tell it.
Don't you
I'll
traipse
not lend
around
an ear
here.
for less than 10 orans.
Tal vez puedo convencer a un borracho que la joda a usted.
Sniffing around like dogs in a rubbish
Ahora al mismo
fireside
tiempo dijeron
feast.
casi lo mismo.
Except a fireside feast with copious
Sniffing
amounts of
around
liquor.
like dogs in a rubbish dump. Add plough into the mix and it doesn't get...
What you want, old man?
Usted se ve más viejo que yo.
Luckily, the commandant's
They say
provided
witches.
todos son
They say
iguales.
witches. They need the plough. Did you know that? Did you know that?
So long as he can afford to tell it. I'll not lend an ear for less than 10 orens.
Don't you traipse around here.
Better than a fireside feast.
Except a fireside feast with copious
Don't you traipse around here.
Add plough into the mix and it doesn't get...
Don't you...
Luckily, the commandant's provided it all.
True.
Hmm.
Come here, lass. Your uncle's got a story for you.
So long as he can afford
Huh?
to tell it. I'll not lend an ear for less
What do you need, ugly?
Pura vida.
I wanted to surprise my
What
friend.
do you need? Ugly. You know, my 20s, o sea.
Some idiot wanted me to read him poems recently. Extravagance, as I see it. I didn't like it.
I was thinking of something a little more traditional.
What would you have me do?
Just go with your specialty.
All right, it'll be my standard rate.
Draw him away from the ballista while you're at it.
Slap me hard and call me stupid. Trying to put one by me? That'll cost you more.
Sí, eso fue
How's
como
that?
muy tonto.
Surcharge on special requests. Those are the rules.
Let me think it over. Ugly,
Well, you ain't exactly
Ugly.
handsome.
but
I wouldn't worry. Women prefer ugly men to groomed dandies.
Ah, bueno,
And you're
sabe.
ugly something mighty. Care for a romp?
can't just now. But I'll find you later in town. What's your name?
Margarita.
Margarita.
A favor for a favor?
There is one thing you could do for me.
And that is?
Myron and Alphonse, two of Laredo's thugs. Give them a good thrashing, and I'll even blow...
I stirred up enough trouble as it is during the execution.
No need to stir trouble. Just humiliate them some ways.
Consider it done. Myron and
¿Quiénes son?
Alphonse.
Teach them a lesson yet?
Not just yet.
Ok, ya vengo. Vamos a ver. Así me ahorro pagarle. ¿Quiénes son? Ah, bueno, estos son estos maes.
They say...
¿Este quién es? Este es Alphonse.
What you want, old man?
Mamá feo. Y yo soy el feo. O sea, estos maes están demasiado feos.
I was looking to test my strength. Arm wrestling.
What do I stand to gain?
Nothing, because I'll thrash you.
And if I win?
You'll have beat a witcher. So I guess that gets you bragging rights.
Are you that
This is
Geralt
too much.
fella? The
Great.
Grey Wolf? All right. Let's begin.
Nothing better than a fireside
Evidentemente
feast.
Henry estudió
Except a fireside feast with copious amounts of liquor.
Add plough into the mix and it doesn't get any
Es
better.
un sistema extraño.
Luckily, the commandant's provided it all.
True. Come here, lass. Your uncle's got a story for you.
So long as he can afford to
Sí, ya
tell
cayó
it.
Alphonse.
I'll not lend an ear for less than...
Damn the dogs! The old man got me. I need to eat. Build up a bit.
Y cortarse ese pelo y ese bigote. Ya. Ah, bueno, el otro era el otro que vencí ya. Ok, Margarita, ya les gané. A uno de a gratis y el otro porque me lo pidió.
Myron and Alphonse.
Teach them a lesson yet?
Of course.
All right. I'm off to give the boys some diversion.
Haven't had this good a time in ages.
Sniffing around
Yo
like
siento que es
dogs
un
in a
poquito
rubbish dump. This one.
arriesgado depender de que ella no le diga a nadie, pero bueno. Lléveselo. Lléveselo.
Plough more, plough more. Oh, you are fat, dirty, rotten scum. Plough more, plough more. Do
Your
that again.
comrades are
and
well
I'll
up to
fuck you,
having their
mum.
fun.
Plough
Why should we be any
them
worse?
all.
You're right.
You've had your
Let's
song.
go.
Care for some real diversion?
Sí, váyanse, váyanse. ¿Qué le hice? ¿Se le va a hacer a mí?
Nothing better than a fireside
Things like that
feast.
you could conquer all to...
Except a fireside feast with copious amounts of liquor.
Did you hear? Two big shots arrived. Wonder what they want.
Provided it all.
Laredo's busy with that witch Sheila. Call
Sheila.
back later.
Sheila es como le dicen los
Let's wait
australianos a
downstairs
las
in the yard.
mujeres.
True. Come here, lass. Your uncle's got a story for you.
As long as he can afford to tell it. I'll not let him hear. Enoran.
Yes?
Do we wait until the honorable lady is done with the venerable hick?
Waste of time. Looks like a good number of Flotsam's town watchmen are here.
¿Qué están comiendo? Es
We
como
should
un
look
super-
around. Did you see that arbalist behind
Es
the
como
house?
un super-
I'll get his attention.
¿Cómo se llaman
Give him
esos
something
bichos?
to think about.
Snails?
Why don't you find out what they're guarding so closely?
My apologies, gentlemen. I could not help overhearing your conversation.
Caracol?
What do you want?
In point of fact,
cayó
it's a
el
matter for
olvidó?
the Witcher. I have an offer.
Déjenme
An
ver.
offer. Interesting.
I suspect you did not come to Flotsam for pleasure alone.
You suspect right.
Do you know about the monster in the river?
Sí.
Might have heard something.
I expect someone will hire you to
Hasta
deal
lo
with
vi.
it sooner or later. Thus, I presume that...
Stop presuming, expecting, and concluding. Just tell me what you want.
Our honored host is in possession of part of a trap, built especially for the beast in question.
Go on.
Around back, there's a storage area where Laredo keeps the treasures he confiscates from merchants and travelers. There are heaps of
Tienes
things
como un
out
lugar
there.
para
Let me
recolectar.
guess. You know exactly where I need to look.
Pero ya
Precisely.
no se pegó más. Está
I
bien.
saw Laredo's men carrying the contraption across the garden in a crate. They placed it on a platform by the wall, beyond which lies the craftsman's district.
Why are you telling me?
Why? We need to be rid of the beast as soon as possible. Good luck.
All right. I'll distract the guard. You sneak behind the house.
Brilliant as ever.
¿Será que vamos a pelear con el Kraken ese raro?
I'd put him in their place.
You're all talk. Prove it.
Soldier,
I
report
doubt
to me
anyone would stop
immediately.
you. We're too soft on them, that's the problem. Soldiers are bored. The garrison's thinning.
Now you're talking.
What do you
We
want?
don't need to look
Shut
at
it,
the
soldier.
storyteller.
Have respect for your superiors or spend the rest of your life on the king's galleys.
¿Se me qué? ¿Lo noqueo o qué? No, paso nada más. Ok. Ese lobo me tiene un poco mareado ya.
In Flotsam, we cut the hands off thieves.
I was looking for the privy.
You're lucky the Commandant wants to see you. Come on!
Commandant, sir. We caught the witches sneaking around the garden.
Bring him in and leave.
Yes, sir.
We were just discussing a certain matter.
Ese Bloom.
You here on business too?
The commandant wanted to see me.
In that
¿Cómo
case, I
vamos?
shall leave you to it.
Finally.
They didn't want to let me in while the sorceress was here.
Did you see her? Made up like a whore on parade day. They think they can do anything, those sorceresses. I heard what happened in Temeria.
Mato ofendido.
You know your name's on a warrant. It's unfortunate, though nothing that should impede our dealings. See, I'm the law
Vamos.
round here, and the law needs to know what the legendary White Wolf's doing in this cesspit.
No se ha vuelto a caer aquí.
I'm looking for the man responsible for Foltest's death.
Here?
I know the
Boom,
Scoia'tael had a
uso.
hand in it too. It's their trail I followed to Flotsam.
Lucky you found Bernard Laredo, then. If you're telling the truth, Yorveth's got royal blood on his hands. I can help you find him.
What about Vernon Roach? Why didn't you let him in?
Roach? Know the aura that surrounds him?
Sí, sí, a mí
Men like
tampoco me da
him
como
act
demasiada
first and
buena
think
pinta.
later. And when they act, almost inevitably innocent blood flows. I trust you're on our side.
Whose side is that?
La música.
That of the people of Flotsam, of course.
Súper
Terrorized
bien.
by the
Aquí
elven
estamos
bandits
bien.
for years now.
Hoy se ha portado bien todo. No se nos ha pegado, no se ha caído nada. Creo que en un momento se le cayó a alguien por ahí, pero espero que no más. Y no, avanzando en la historia.
My enemy's enemy is my friend.
Son bandidos, hay que
We barely
matarlos.
escaped
Ma,
with
ese
our
Bloom es un
lives the
abuso.
last time we ran into Yorvith.
Damn squirrels draw ever nearer.
What about the elves and dwarves in the trading post? The smiths, peddlers, and hunters. They eat with you, sleep among you. Whose side are they on?
Hell if I know. That's my point, Witcher. When you fight for survival, you need to be sure who your friends are. The non-humans in Flotsam, sure, they eat, fuck, shit among us. But when Yorveth sounds the battle horns, who knows what they'll do.
Sí, esto es interesante porque se me podría jalar los...
I'm surprised they haven't turned on you already.
How so?
The town guards treat non-humans like shit. Frankly, I don't know what keeps them here.
I'll tell you what, Geralt. The hunger they'd face in the forest. But I grant you, those acts of, insubordination need to be stopped. Soldiers are simple men. When you see your mate die, a Scoia'tael arrow in his throat, it's hard to look favourably at the elf who sells your wife coloured kerchiefs. You're a Witcher. Your job is to protect the simpletons from monsters.
Simpletons.
I protect them from the danger that lurks amongst the trees.
I see where this is going.
Yorveth's no better than a monster that attacks those who go out to gather kindling. Matter of fact, he's worse. He's smarter and crueler.
How do we get him?
I don't want you to kill him. Even you don't have a hope against his entire force. I have an idea, but I'd rather not go into it now. The squirrels are up to something. Every night their scouts come closer. I suspect they plan to attack the barge moored in the port.
What do you want me to do?
As long as Yorveth remains free, humans, elves, and dwarves will live alongside each other in deep distrust. I've got to learn what the pointy-eared rat is planning.
How am I supposed to get that information?
You underestimate me, Witcher. True, I have my prejudices, but I'm not blinded by them. Take your friend Zoltan, for instance. He contacted Yorveth.
How can Zoltan help if he can't go outside the walls?
Step by step, Geralt. That's how you build trust. You could start by tending to a problem we have. A beast. The Kayran has blocked all boat traffic. I'm losing tolls. That is, the trading post is losing revenue. Kill the Kayran and I'll declare your friends acquitted of their crimes. Then Zoltan can take you to see Yorveth.
I'm a Witcher. I don't work for free.
Of course you don't. Help us capture the Scoia'tael commander, and you'll be rewarded generously. Straight from the trading post's treasury.
Okay.
I'll see what I can find out.
You stir up storms wherever you go. I actually believe you'll bring peace to Flotsam. Don't disappoint this town, Geralt. Farewell.
Ok, pelón. Voy a ver si me puedo robar cosas de su casa, nada más. Ah, maldita la llave. Voy a revisar su casa. Permiso. ¿Usted quién es y por qué no me
Any
habla?
news for me, Witcher?
No, todavía no.
You've got a heap of soldiers for such a small trading post.
Bandits swarm to trading routes like flies to shit. Only troops can guarantee some order here. We're the last Temerian outpost in this area, and we'll not give in to a bunch of elves.
I guess you're finding it hard to get rid of Yorveth.
He's stubborn, it's true, but he's met his match. And I'm not about to leave Flotsam to the same fate as the other towns and villages the Scoia'tael have burnt to the ground. The citizens of Flotsam owe the elves nothing. They built their homes and workshops with their own hands in the wilderness, not on the ruins of an elven town.
Okay.
If need be, we'll remind the Longears where they belong.
You've got a heap of soldiers for such a small trading post.
Bandits swarm to trading routes like flies to shit. Only troops can guarantee some order here. We're the last Temerian outpost in this area, and we'll not give in to a bunch of elves.
Sí, ya me voy. Chao. Esta no la puedo abrir, pero no tengo la llave. Aquí arriba, ¿qué hay?
Entry only on the Commandant's express orders. Off you go.
Un hombre horrible que no me dejó robar. Me parece muy desconsiderado de su parte.
No passage.
Ah, ¿y aquí? Bueno, porque es algo. Ok, yo me fui donde Loredo. Vamos.
Who's a white-haired filly? Oh? Sorry,
Turned me away at the door, the bastard.
Me echaron, sí. Yo quería salir también porque me la cerró en la cara.
We'll meet later. Don't forget your weapons on the way out.
Obviamente no va a dejar las armas. ¿Dónde mis armas? Usted. ¿Pero por qué está aquí? No, eso es aquí. ¿Mi otra arma? ¿Usted me otra espada? Aquí está. No está dormido. Tengo que hablar con Cedric. Ni siquiera he hablado con Cedric. Probablemente me van a hacer esperar para hablar con el mae. Estos son malos.
About what, new boy? Maybe we ought to try some honest work from time to time. New boy, mate. Going somewhere, friend.
Mae, un trabajo honesto. En vez de robar y eso. Un borracho. Otro borracho. ¿Qué tal está borracho? Entrar a esta casa es medianoche. Yo me estoy metiendo a las casas de la gente. Ah, no, esta es la taberna. Aquí está Tris.
How's it living with Roach's soldiers?
Splendid. I know every shit joke that anyone's ever thought up. Plus, I've learned how to burp out the official title of the Emperor of Nilfgaard without reaching for beer. Shorty's told me about his 16 children, all named after Temerian troop divisions, and I know his nickname has nothing to do with his manhood. Nice to know that you care, though.
Glad to see you in a good mood.
I think I actually like them. They're good people. One of them even proposed to me.
Who's the brave man?
Sorry, that's a secret.
And here I thought Roach's boys had an ounce of respect for me. The massacre in Rivia, it came back to me, I remember.
Eso lo vimos, esto es muy cool.
A young boy with a pitchfork.
Anything else?
Death, or a state close to it, I'm not sure. I felt life draining out of me.
I was there. I arrived a moment later. Too late.
Don't worry, Triss. They're only memories.
Supone que mataron a
We have
Jennifer.
bigger problems to tackle now. Something tells me that in recovering my memory, I'll find out a lot about what we're dealing with now. How's it living with Roach's soldiers?
No. Es que como veo la X encima, pienso que ya estoy para terminar la conversación. Skinny Stain.
Look strong. Care for a little contest?
Ah, esto es por plata. Ahora pierdo, es por plata. Yo hubiera apostado más. O sea, quien ve a este mae y le dice, mae, sí, compitamos.
Too strong for me. Here's what you're owed. You ought to give Wiry Wilkes a shot.
Wiry. Este es Wiry Wilkes.
You'll not have an easy time with me.
Este más seguro es todo fuerte. No parece. Vale, 15. No era fuerte. No sé cómo diferenciarlos por el sistema raro que usan. Pero bueno, conseguí algo de platilla.
Strong man you are. Here's your coin. You should take on Big Max.
Big Max. Es Big Max. Este es Big Max, sí, Big
You're a
Max.
strong lad, but
Con Big Max la vara es más alta, vamos a ponerlo en 20. No me gusta ser muy matón, después me salen con que es todo difícil. No hay que ser demasiado codiciosos.
By Veo Patis's balls, you're strong. Your winnings. There's someone else. No one's beaten him yet.
Who?
Bartholomew Bargy. You'll find him in the village.
Bueno, después lo busco, probablemente es como otra misioncita ahí.
Good to see you, Zoltan. What are you doing so far from home?
It's a dog's life, Geralt, I'll tell you that
Siempre me
much.
topo a Zoltan
You work
en
your
algún
fingers
lado,
to the
y
bone
siempre
for
está en
6
una-
years, you listen to the
una
tirades of
taberna.
that old tyrant Breckenrig, you buy jewels. Then she breaks off the engagement. And there I was, learning like a vault. Fuck it. Out of sight, out of mind. Farewell to Eudora, the forge in Novigrad, and all the world's Breckenrigs. I'm a plain merchant, and I've made my peace with that.
Okay.
How are you killing time in this hellhole?
At present, polishing gems for Sheila de Tancerville.
Sheila de
Requires
Tancerville.
precision.
Me gusta
but
el
it's
nombre de
slow.
esa mae, pero nunca la había
Julie?
oído.
Not quite. The sorceress is building a magical contraption. Spends her days staring at it. A regular magpie eyeing a copper. But I don't think she's getting anywhere with it. Got so enraged one time she dashed a vase against the wall. Some temperament, those sorceresses. I'm telling you.
I spoke to the Commandant. The future hardly looks bright for the non-humans in Flotsam.
That fucker's only waiting for an excuse. One small provocation by Orvith and he'll attack us.
How do you know?
Heard it by chance. Saw him walking through the port one night, talking to himself, that batty bastard. He mentioned a new order and a world for humans only. He laughed and shouted curses at the prison barge. The scum is up to something. Yorvith must sense it. He's doing everything not to provoke Laredo, but his Scoia'tael might have a different opinion and less restraint.
Do you know someone named Cedric?
Know him? We drank each other under the table last Saturday. Barely made it home.
Where do I find him?
Most times gazing at the forest from a tower near Lobendon. Strange bird, that one. But a heavyweight when it comes to drink.
Thanks.
Vamos a buscar a Cedric. Bueno, hablemos un toque con este mae.
I know you. I can see you're dying to ask me. What is it?
All right, fess up. What happened to Foltest?
Want to know the version that is yet to make it to Flotsam? The king died in mysterious circumstances. The Witcher Geralt, his sword covered in blood, was discovered standing over his corpse.
Did you kill him? This will stay between us, I promise.
The killer escaped before I could get him. I'm being set up.
So what are you gonna do? Run around swinging your sword, hoping the killer walks into range?
I don't have to. The killer's in the forest with the Scoia'tael, and he knows I'm here. We'll find each other.
Geralt, please don't do anything stupid. Don't stick your neck out. If Laredo finds out you were involved in Foltest's assassination...
Es gracia porque aquí Geralt es el feo. Y pone a Henry Cavill para hacer el papel del mae.
You gave Vernon a full report on Flotsam. Seen anything unusual around here?
They've got some amazing women at the brothel. You should take a look. One of them.
You know what I mean.
A town like any other. It's got a harbor, an inn, and a stinking muddy river. That's what an ordinary man would say. But we poets also look into people's souls. And things are not good. I saw a robbery sanctioned by law. Town watchmen laughing as they confiscated goods, all the while talking about how they'd finally bring order to the town. I saw drunken thugs beat up an elf woman while no one even flinched. I know these things happen everywhere, but here, it's not motivated by hatred or misguided attempts at meting out justice. People are driven by cold calculation, always looking for opportunities to get a little richer.
Okay.
I need information. Anything that could help me track down the Kingslayers.
I only know gossip. Things folk have been saying since Demothen's death. People are throwing out blame left and right. One day it's the elves, another the Nilfgaardians, then it's Rivians.
Let me guess. The suspects also include a Zerrikanian alchemist and a group of halflings.
Bold theory, that. But the mob comes up with even better ones. Know what? Frankly, the most worrying effect of these assassinations is the chaos they've unleashed in people's minds.
What do you mean?
I mean chaos. People don't know what to think, who's good and who's evil. And these are tough times. Who knows what's going to happen?
Jaskier es mucho más serio para hablar, digamos. Igual es medio lelo, pero como el de la serie.
So, Mr. Master Spy, what's new in the world of politics? Bards singing about anything interesting these days?
Eddern's in trouble. Henselt and his great army are nearing the Pontar and will ford it and strike any day.
Well, we haven't had a war in a long time.
Like all little boys, he likes to play with his soldiers. But I don't think Kedwin will have an easy time of it. Eddern's borders are guarded by Saskia the Dragon Slayer.
Who's she? Some mercenary?
A peasant girl and self-proclaimed commander of something called the Edirnian Voluntary Militia.
Fighting women and bards who play politics. These are strange times. I'm having flashbacks, Dandelion.
What have you remembered?
My own death.
I saw that with my own eyes, as I've told you many times. Yennefer gave her life to save yours. I thought you might have remembered what happened afterwards. I mean, how the devil can you be here now? I hear you, I see you, you're breathing. I mean, you're just alive.
Dandelion, I've had a flashback or two. I don't know everything yet.
Pobre Geralt siempre está quedándose sin memoria. Aquí abajo hay algo. Qué bonito. Ah, eso sonó como un gato. La puerta que suena como gato. Au. ¿Hay más cosas? No. No se me cierre, no se me cierre. Solo estoy saqueando los cuartos estos. No, siempre hablan de a sus espaldas.
What's going on here?
A competition, brother.
Brother.
Port closed, we're bored off our asses. Care to take part?
What are the rules?
The contenders put their coin down, winner takes all.
The fighting rules.
Drop your opponent and make sure he stays down.
Complicated.
So?
Complicated.
Are you fighting, brother?
Oh,
Give it a shot.
He's a fresher like you, brother. Good for starters. Put your coin down. So, what'll it be?
Let's do this.
I'm ready.
Gentlemen, let the dance begin! Punches lights out!
Este sistema más raro este.
Left hook! Watch out for the left hook!
Wouldn't want to get on your bad side. Up for another, brother.
Brother.
Who's up?
Cor Bransel, known as Flip-Arse.
Strange name.
Does everything backwards. Sleeps in daytime, drinks before he eats, and tells women to get dressed before he plows them.
Flip-Arse.
Show us your orange. So, what'll it be?
Pero aquí voy a apostar menos porque me hace que...
Gentlemen, let the dance begin.
Wait till he drops his fucking guard.
Y ese más gigante.
Punches lights out.
Ven, el gordito ese es contraproducente.
Punches lights out.
Limar un camión.
Hey, champ.
What?
I can tell you're a serious contender. Far too good for this drunken riffraff. Believe you me, I know what I'm talking about.
So, I don't know
you.
They call me King Ziggy, because I pay like a king. If you want a taste of fame and riches, look for me by the inn in the evenings. I'll take you to the right place.
That was fucking poetry. Up for another, brother.
Who's up next?
I knew you'd end up fighting each other.
Who's that?
Tidy Tib. The bastard eats honey straight from the hive, drinks for 4, and some say he can hang a bucket full of water from his cock. You better get a solid coin pouch ready. So, what'll it be?
La diferencia son solo 5.
I'm ready.
Si lo pierdo,
Gentlemen,
no pierdo
let the
más
dance
de lo-
begin.
No No más feo. Toma por feo.
Left hook! Watch out for the left hook!
Yo siento que hay diferencia en la dificultad de esas peleas, digamos.
Left hook! Watch out for the left hook!
¡Au! Es un super punch. Es de 2 puños.
Wouldn't want to get on your bad side. Congratulations! You dropped some of the toughest brawlers. Well done. Tournament's over.
Ok, me gané una platilla extra. Muy largo. Muy victorioso como campeón del universo. Chao. Ahora sí. Ay,
Ever
por
heard
ahí.
of doing it Witcher and Strigged style? No, tell me.
Llegué a otro lugar. Pero esta hora es gigante. Ok. Yo sigo saqueando gente aquí. Perdón. Esto lo puedo hacer después. Vamos a ir allá. Avanzar. Avancemos.
Left hook! Watch out for the left hook!
Esta hora es demasiado grande. No, salía por aquí. Ahora voy para allá. Sí, es por aquí. Me he salvado.
Where might you be going?
¿Por qué me salió así
What
tan
kind
raro?
of question is that? Anyway, know where I can find an elf named Cedric?
Don't get involved
Me
in
gusta
this.
más la luz aquí.
You did turn pale when we met Sheila.
You must have
Sheila.
imagined that.
Never mind. I'll find out for myself.
How?
We're going hunting together. Right after I find Cedric.
Well, then let's go see him. He should be at the top of his observation tower.
Ok. Save. Ustedes saben que no me fijé si salvé así.
Thieves and bandits everywhere.
¿Qué es esto? Porque aquí hay algo que brilla. ¿Esto qué?
Hello.
Arriba. Ah, sí, es ahí. Tris Marigold. Me gusta mucho el apellido de Tris. Bueno, no sé el apellido. No sé qué es.
In Belk. It'll be nearly a year now.
Moril would delight in a day like this, Saharan. Enjoy the memory of her. Don't wallow in the longing.
I try. I do. But I cannot believe all the bad blood this disappearance has bred.
Don't let others' shade poison your memory of her. Hatred is but an outlet for helplessness.
Thank you, Cedric. Vafael.
Vafael.
El Magias. El lobo blanco. Así es como le dicen aquí. ¿Es usted, Cedric?
Are you
Ahí está.
Cedric?
Who asks?
Ah,
Geralt of Rivia.
ahí decía Cedric, tiene que ser él.
Ah, the Witcher. And
Tris Marigold.
lovely scent, Triss.
Cedric, look at
Oh,
me.
creepy,
What do you
man.
want,
Soy un
Geralt of Rivia?
Oh, ok. Vamos a hablar.
I need to make a few orans. You wouldn't happen to have a job for a witcher, would you?
There's never a shortage of work for a Witcher in this forest. It's positively teeming with beasts. Though I'm not surprised they come here in droves.
Know why that is?
Cursed places attract all sorts of scum, like dung attracts flies. There was once
Hay
a
un
great
eco muy
house in the clearing.
fuerte ahí.
They locked up lunatics there. During the war with Nilfgaard, it was raised in fire. The lunatics broiled in their cells. The ruins remain cursed to this day. 2 daredevils went off to explore the ruins recently. They haven't been seen since.
A great house, you say? Tell me more about the building itself.
It was an old manor house that was converted into a mental institution. There was no shortage of lunatics in wartime. They just kept coming. Reverend Mercier locked them up in there and looked after them. If you find the 2 people lost in the ruins of the mental asylum, you stand to be handsomely rewarded. By them or their families.
Cierto, aquí está lleno los... I'll
No,
give it a
I'm
shot.
trying.
Eso es uno de esos side quests que voy a hacer después, pero vamos primero
The elf woman you were talking
a
about.
lo de la historia.
How did she disappear?
Ay,
Saharim believes the forest took her.
What do you believe?
Moril simply vanished, almost a year ago now. Some say she was too beautiful, and Dwan must have harmed her.
You believe that?
If I have no evidence before me, I try to trust my feelings. And they tell me the forest did not take her.
Why would you keep that from Saharim?
Because it's meaningless. Perhaps she was murdered, perhaps she departed on her own, never to return. She's gone, and neither I nor Saharim can reverse that.
Okay.
Who exactly are you?
One who warns humans against the dangers that lurk in the forest.
Care to clarify?
I am old, even for an elf. Yet the forest is older. I've lived in it for years and understand it, though it's nothing I can explain. At times I make mistakes and people don't come home.
So you help humans?
I just know if it's safe to venture beyond the gates or not.
I aim to kill the Karen. Heard you might be able to help.
That depends on the sort of aid you seek.
I need information.
We should have killed it years ago. Now I don't know. The beast has become too large for the riverbed, and it has strange growths on its tentacles, extremely thick skin. Previously, it inhabited a swamp along one of the Pontar's tributaries. Completely wild terrain. Even the Scoia'tael don't venture there.
Okay.
You should go see the wreck of the boat it recently sank. Inspect any traces it's left. See the destruction.
Where's this wreck?
Venture south into the forest, then turn east toward the river. You'll find the ruins of a bridge erected long ago by the Enshe. The wreck lies at their foot.
Thanks, Cedric.
You'll find me by the boat wreck.
Sheesh, Triss. Sure you're not overusing those teleports?
Pero yo puedo cruzar, no. Hey, Chris. No se vale. No se vale. De verdad. Ella se teletransporta y yo tengo que ir a pie. No puedo salvar porque estoy haciendo una animación. A ver si. Me encanta salvar con solo un botón. Solo presiono F5 y ya salgo. Vamos para allá. Bueno, recojamos eso. No sé si eso me sirve para algo. La verdad es que creo que me estoy sobrecargando.
You'll betray no one else, Elvin, bitch.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Elena.
Commander Dorito will explain everything.
What's going on here?
This whore's a Scoia'tael spy.
Ella se parece a una que veía en el 1, pero no es.
What's it to you?
Easy. She loiters around the garrison, kick-hitting us. Roderick said he bound her, but I don't believe that.
I did!
That's your evidence?
2 of our lads are missing. Last seen with her.
I only spoke to them. Then they went off towards the caves. That's all I know.
The bitch is lying. She led them into an ambush.
This ought to be easy enough to resolve. Look inside the caves.
But they're crawling with all sorts of filth.
I'll do it, but you'll pay me. Wait for me at the harbor.
Side quest. Eso no lo voy a hacer, voy a hacer lo otro. Primero voy por... No, por aquí no es. Se veía como que venía alegre a saludarme ese ganso. Permiso, ganso. No llego allá. ¿Usted quién es? ¿Va a decir algo importante? No. O sea que entonces. No llego ahí. ¿Esto qué es? Wolfsbane. ¿Cómo pongo el mapa? Mapa. Uy, mae. Hay un camino aquí atrás mío. Tengo que volverme. Hay un caminito. Yo pensé que podía ir directo, pero parece que no. Pues por aquí. Que voy bien. Creo que voy bien. Estoy salvando por aquello. Se pega cuando cuando carga el mapa. ¿Ustedes qué? Bandidos. ¡Au! Ya que puedo cubrirme. Me van a matar, por dicha salvé. Se me olvida que puedo cubrirme. Estoy prensado entre los tres, no pude rodar. Sí, salvemos. Carguemos. Qué dicha que había salvado. Ahora ni siquiera pregunto, de una vez voy con la espada en la mano. ¿Cómo uso esto? No veo. Pero es horrible. No tardan nada. Sí, soltaron. Es que tardan un momento en soltar las cosas. Pero me dieron mucha pelea. Pero que puedo meditar, si medito. Bueno, también puedo quemarme. Creo que si medito me recupero. Echarme una poción de paso. Eso. Ok, todo bien. Ya, vámonos. Dura 10 minutos la poción. Salvemos. Ah, no puedo salvar porque hay malos. Venga, feo.
Come to Papa!
Es tan creepy.
Come to Papa!
Puedo mandarle la espalda a los dos. Uno.
Yeah!
Son como tontos y me hace gracia. Me van a dejar salvar. Rags. No queda uno todavía ahí arriba, yo creo. ¿Qué tenían? Tenían mucha plata. Muy bien. Muy bien. Conseguimos algo de plata. De orange. Vean ese bloom abusivo. Pero abusivo.
I wonder what's left of that wreck Cedric mentioned.
If the Karen attacked the boat, it's not likely to be much. We're looking for traces of the beast, not boats.
Ok, vamos. Ahí. Ah, este es el puente que decían que está roto. No creo. Perdón si la cámara marea, es que estoy
I'm glad you're here.
viendo que no me quede nada atrás. Pues no parece, avanzó sin mí y después me hizo venir así, morirme. Vamos rápido antes de que se
I'm glad you're
acabe.
here.
Sí, ya me lo dijo. Huellas.
See those footprints?
Yeah, strange place for an evening walk.
Unless you're looking for adventure.
I'm glad you're here.
Ah, ya sé. Vamos a hacer esta misión.
Magic or danger.
Ah, ahí vienen los feos. Mucho. No me sirve quedar en medio de todos. Si uno queda en medio de todos y queda hecho un puré. Bueno. ¿Dónde quedamos? Eran demasiados. Eso es un abuso. Me hace gracia que la foto de esta de la pantalla esté en una resolución mucho más baja. Suave. Ay, no, ya se lo va más adelante, no me importa. Solo aquí donde me topó el quiz.
I wonder what's left of...
Eso ya lo vimos. Avancemos. No lo voy a volver a hablar porque me va a decir I'm glad you're here. Por aquí ya salvamos. Y ahora sí, donde vienen los feos.
See?
Yeah.
I'm going on an adventure.
Magic or danger.
No, quedar en medio no. Cámara. Ella puede solita. ¡Ey, me estoy cubriendo! ¡Oh! Runners. Odio. Esto me recuerda a la parte del pantano del otro, del uno. Era bien molesta. Primero porque todos los bichos eran mucho más fuertes que yo. Hay una estatua. Cool. Ya no estoy en combate, ya puedo salvar, sí, gracias. Creo que estábamos buscando. Ah, la mocosidad del bicho feo. ¿Por allá? Esto es...
Wait a minute.
¡Qué asco!
What are you going to
Son
do?
bichos.
Cast a simple diagnostic spell. It should answer a few questions.
Hágale pues.
This monster's sick, Geralt. It's dying.
How much time does it have left?
A few years? Perhaps a decade and change?
Too long. What's wrong with it? Any information could be useful.
The diagnostic spell showed that some of the cells in its body have mutated.
Cancer?
What makes you think it's dying? I mean, I'm a mutant.
The mucus cells I diagnosed are very similar to cancer cells. In some ways, they're more effective than healthy cells, but they're out of control. They converge to create a red tissue. Very unpleasant.
The poor thing.
But you brought up an interesting point. Want to know the core difference between mutants and non-mutants?
Of course I do.
The changes made through alchemy and magic in your body would require thousands of years to develop on their own. This development would result from genetic errors that would cause your body to adapt, become a more efficient organism, effectively mutate, but over a very long time. When this development occurs over millennia, across multiple generations, we proudly call it natural selection, evolution. When it occurs quickly, in a single organism or a few representatives of a species, we frown on it as mutation.
And here I thought you liked me. What else?
The Kayran's highly venomous.
Any ideas for an antidote?
Your Witcher's metabolism should neutralize small doses of the toxin. But if I were you, I wouldn't rely on my mutations alone. An Ostmark potion should do the trick.
I know the herb, but haven't the faintest where I might find it around here. I need to think, figure out how I want to fight the Kayran. Maybe I won't need the potion.
Do what you will, but don't say I didn't warn you. Sheila might be eager to get this done, but before you go see her, ask some of the locals about Ostmark.
Ostmark.
You could try Cedric. Here's the formula for the potion. I need to take care of some things. Manage without me for a while? See you.
Y es que me van a atacar. Sí, es eso. Bueno, ya lo solucionamos. Oye, aquí había cosas en el piso. Llevamos casi 2 horas. Vamos a regresar al pueblo. Salvamos. Y la dejamos ahí porque después se me olvida lo que tengo que hacer. Ven. Pues no más que se me olvide qué tengo que hacer. Entonces voy a llegar al pueblo. Voy a salvar. Y paramos ahí por hoy. Me parece que avanzamos suficiente. Descubrimos cosas de la mutación de Geralt. Descubrimos que es el bicho que está atacando aquí. Y el drama del pueblo con el racismo extraño de ese mae. Ah, bueno, y que aquel mae está con los elfos, con los... como le llamen. Mongoose. Voy a hablar con Cedric. Si la hora está complicada, lo que hago es que mañana me pongo a jugar solito. Y recojo las pociones. Y hago... ah, bueno, y hago un par de las misiones secundarias por mi cuenta para avanzar la historia el día que seguimos, que va a ser seguramente el jueves. ¿Por qué no tengo un fast travel? ¿Tengo fast travel? No sé si tengo fast travel. Mapa. No tengo. Sí, gracias. Un momento, si yo puedo hacerlo. No. Crafting. No. Me falta el full gear. No sé qué es. Vamos a regresar a Flotsam. Y vamos a salvar ahí para no estar muy perdidos cuando regrese. Ese es Cedric. Yo sé que ya está hablando con Cedric. Y salvamos. Prácticamente hicimos las 2 horas hoy sin ningún problema, entonces fue un gran logro. Y no, seguimos el jueves. De momento voy a seguir haciendo martes, jueves y domingo. Si no, hago miércoles y domingo, miércoles y sábado, pero más tiempo, unas 3 horas. Pero creo que podemos seguir haciéndolo así. 2 horas martes, jueves y domingo. No sea demasiado tampoco. Y no, pura vida. Buenas noches, dejémoslo ahí. Y nos vemos el jueves. Que descansen y coman bien. Eso es muy importante. Chao.